Looks like stock market is going up. Looks like the way that the stock market is moving, the market is moving this morning, is that companies want to uh, weekend with the high before the holiday on Monday. So I always want to end big. So some companies that have a great low, and there is some companies that have a great high. I know the S&P 500 right now is doing pretty lovely. Let's check and see what CSNBC is saying about right now. Once they come back on track. While they on commercial break, let's do check where we are in the stocks right now. Right now I'm around 206. I got well, it's fluctuating between uh two something and one something. I'm actually in a play to sell up to 5 contracts right now. One is I got 3 contracts on a low put, which I don't think is going to do well. But stay optimistic. And then I got 2 contracts on a up call, which as of I want to say 15 minutes ago, it looked like it was heading in that direction. So now it's doing a tug of war, seeing which way they.
President travels to Michigan this afternoon to visit a Ford auto plant. The plant does have a policy of wearing a mask. In an open letter, the Attorney General of Michigan is urging him to, quote, respect the great efforts of the men and women at Ford and across the state by wearing a facial covering. AG goes on to say the president has a, quote, legal responsibility under state. Interesting to some. More interesting, though, is point how these plants are faring and what kind of additional costs they may be facing as they try to keep workers separate.
Yeah, I was thinking. I mean, this is, you can talk about how Best Buy is a problem, people not going in the store. I mean, here's a problem. Can you go on these assembly lines? Was a little like what happened, obviously, with Tyson. I don't know. This could actually be, this may not be a smooth meeting. I mean, this could be a tense meeting. I don't think he wants to wear a mask. Ford's not doing that well.
Ford hasn't been doing it well for a number of years now. If you look at how Ford stock has been for the last 10 years, or if you want to do 20 years, they've been right around the same. Uh, it's just now like their stock is around $5, $6 a share. For the last 15, 20 years, it's been hovering around $8 a share. So Ford, um, Ford as a company to invest in the market, it's been on the down for a while now. But as you saw, S&P 500 down and Nasdaq are all in the green. They're doing wonderful.
Going to be
Trying to get their
maintaining
heads
social
up
distancing
before the weekend.
and whether
See if anything else plays out.
when they're not able to work in the same fashion when you PE and go through these things. Not to mention the fact that they had to shut a couple of them down already, right? Because they had the cases.
It's not a Lamborghini where you each get your own little station about 20 feet away and you put it on. And each one's got, the guys are wearing leather aprons, and I dropped the Tic Tac and was tempted to eat it off the floor until my wife said, well, no, it's not that clean. But no, it's not Lamborghini, where they make 4.5 a day.
Right. And unlike so many jobs like our own, guys, can't do it from home. No. Dow's up 40 points. We're back after a short break.
Dow's up 40 points. S&P 500 is up a point. They're doing pretty excellent starting out for this morning. Right now, if you had any investment in gold, your gold should be up this morning, and any oil stock should be at a pause right now, as long as gold is up. Trump swing state tour takes on Michigan. So I hate to say this, but it seems like the with the states opening up, I think politics is going to be business as usual, and it's going to be a lot of shenanigans said. Not going to speak about politics right now, but it's said that politics has um, some type of authority when it comes to this market. So, Starbucks regained 65% of prior year comparable U.S. store sales. So, Starbucks is up 1.34% as of 15. This was done 15 minutes ago, and they may go up higher today. Starbucks says add campaign menu additions, so they're doing additions to their menu. They normally do when it comes to the spring going into the summer, just to be diverse. And Market Watch, Starbucks. So Starbucks has a lot of news. That's Ford right there. Trump to visit Ford plant. That's gonna be a bad idea. Facebook expands social media dominance with e-commerce meet. So Facebook, if you had any interest in Facebook stock, they're going up. So we're going to be on here long today. I think I do have an interest in. I'm kind of mixed when it comes to these day trades because I got some that are going in the red now. SPY was just up last time I checked it a few minutes ago, and now it just looked like it hit a V down. So it went up to 297.56. Now it's going down. So I wonder what that's about. I know this morning I thought they would have started out lower than what they're at right now because the futures market had S&P 500 down 15 points, and the Dow was down almost 100 points. But then after the morning veil, everyone kind of started out on a high, and then as you look at my watch list over here, you got some that are in the red. Starbucks still in the green. Everybody else is mostly in the red. Surprisingly, AT&T is in the green. SPY now showing in the green after we just saw it was in the red. And then even these Vanguard looks like it's about to go back into the red. It's trying to make its way back up, but who knows? Still, plan hasn't changed. Trying to maximize as much as possible by the 29th to see if we could start buying stocks with our gain. We're going to recalibrate going into the next month with another plan. Hopefully the interest will be big And what I'm sharing, you'll be able to see my mistakes, the pros and cons, what you would do differently, um, taking all the emotion out of how we care about what happens, because we're just trying to manage it. We're going to manage the failure, manage the risk, manage the mistakes. Same thing along with the successes. We're going to manage the successes as well. So I have hopes, and I'm going to continue to inspire others to become investors. Starting out small, you don't have to do exactly what I'm doing, but if I was to set aside just, for an example, $5 a week, and then buy $20 a stock by the end of each month, and then just keep on adding on to that. See how we get in the future, and then let that compound interest add up over time, and then start to build some wealth. I'm going to keep on pushing it, and I'm going to keep on pushing it. This is an easy platform to start out with. For once you get more inclined to investing, I say move over to Charles Schwab or TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim platform, like I've done. Also, I do M1 Finance with the fractional shares. But start investing. Let your money work for you. Let your money go out and get those gains. Time, time, time to do it.